many things in Islam which later on became prohibited and haram, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put in a natural dislike into the Prophet's heart. Even though sometimes he might not have known this is going to be haram. But subhanallah, he was so pure in nature. Pure in nature. He had a natural dislike and an aversion to these things. He kept to, subhanallah, he never obviously worshipped an idol in his life. He never touched a drop of alcohol. Similarly, he never ever gambled in his life. Once, Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam said to the Prophet ﷺ that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes 4 attributes in Hazrat Ja'far al-Tayyar. Yeah? Allah likes 4 attributes within him. So the Prophet of Allah, peace be upon him, was puzzled. What are these special attributes that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes? And he sends Jibreel with the news, mashallah, what a special guy that Ja'far is. So he went to Ja'far and said, look, Ja'far is his relations. What are these things within you? Ja'far said, I didn't want to tell you, but seeing that now you know that there's some certain things, so I'll tell you. He said, the first thing is, I've never liked alcohol. I have always kept away from alcohol. Because alcohol makes you lose your senses. This is one thing I forgot to mention in the previous dars. Alcohol, you lose your intellect. You can be a professor. You can be the cleverest guy on earth, right? You get about 10 pints into the professor and you see how clever he is now. Yeah? You see the nonsense they start talking. And people drink alcohol. What I've noticed from my life in university, because I had a lot of Sikh friends, in those days you didn't get too many Muslims in university. You didn't get too many. So my friends, they were good guys, but unfortunately they used to drink. And these guys, they would drink about 10 pints, which is ridiculous, right? 10, 12 pints, right? And most of them, they were very nice, gentle guys, they would become violent. Violent things, where's this monster come from? And that's what alcohol is. You become violent, you become vile, you become aggressive. I think what alcohol seems to do in people is maybe it brings out the worst. It brings out the animal within. We all have certain parts of there's a part of us which is trying to go towards the attributes of the angels. There's a part of us which is trying to go towards the attributes of animals. Hewan ki tarah. We want to eat, drink, we want to fulfill our desires. And that's what alcohol does. It brings this out within you. Yeah? So he said, I always stay away from alcohol. First thing. So because I think it's ruined your intellect. Next thing he said, I would never lie. I would never ever lie. Because lying is a sign of total immorality, a sign of poor conduct and poor culture. Yeah? Not very good. So he said, lying is a sign of immorality and inappropriate culture. Secondly, he said, he always kept away from zina and adultery. And the reason why he kept away from zina and adultery is because he had a lot of love and respect and appreciation for his wife and his daughters. And this is true. The more appreciation we have for our wife and our daughters, the less likely you'll even want to look at another girl. You even want to look at another woman. Because you think, astaghfirullah, if I'm looking at this woman today, I'm looking at a pretty girl today, someone's looking at my daughters. Someone's looking at my wife. Aadmi ko gairat aani chahiye. You should be like, how can I possibly, our wives, mashallah, their prettiness is for us. Their prettiness is not for anyone else. So he kept away from alcohol. He didn't lie. He kept away from zina. He always kept away from idolatry. Even before Islam, he never ever worshipped idols of any kind. Because and the reason why he gave was, these things don't have the power to benefit or to harm anybody. So why worship these things? Nowadays, alhamdulillah, Allah keep us all safe from this. We don't take part in the clear-cut definition of idolatry. But we are so overwhelmed and we are so in awe of certain things which almost become idols. We are in awe of, the Western culture. हम मरग़ूब हो चुके उससे. We're like, oh no man, look at these guys, look how special they are, look at these guys, and alhamdulillah, and sometimes people get, so these so-called, these superficial idols, they take over our lives, and we're just too busy worried about attaining this and attaining that. Forget all that rubbish. And sometimes you get people who get involved in all sorts of nonsense. They are like, spend half the time talking about, oh, the shaitan is this and Dajjal is that. Forget the shaitan, forget the Dajjal. Think of Allah Ta'ala and His Messenger and the Sahaba Kiram. These things will benefit us. Anyway, so there were certain people who even before Islam, they kept away from certain vices and certain detrimental things. Hazrat Ja'far was one of them. Now, on the topic of, where are we again? Gambling. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says here that, yes, there can be certain benefits. Allah Ta'ala says, Alhamdulillah, Allah doesn't, He tells things as they are. Allah Ta'ala says, وَمَنَافِعُ لِلنَّاسِ. There are certain benefits in gambling. I mean, obviously, on the face of it, Allah forbid, if I was to gamble this thing away, and brother Adnan won't ever, he'd walk away with a watch. Yeah, he's sorted. Yeah, it might be a bit used and stuff, but it's alright, it's not too bad. So on the face of it, you walk away with something for nothing. So that on the face of it is a benefit. It's a materialistic benefit. However, the disadvantages of gambling are not only to the individual, but it's to your family, it's to society. There are many disadvantages of gambling. One thing is, unlike business and transactions, in gambling, the level of wealth in the economy stays the same. Whereas in transactions, the level of wealth in the economy increases. With gambling, if there's £500 in the pot, that £500 will not become £700 at the end of the gambling. That £500, if imagine there's a reward, everyone buys a raffle ticket. Everyone buys a raffle ticket, £1 each. Eventually, one guy's going to walk away with £500. But that £500 which was put up as the reward remains as £500. It doesn't increase. Whereas, if I bought this watch for 50 quid, I'll say to Brother Adnan over there for 70 quid. He sells it to Brother Amjad over there for 90 quid. Brother Amjad sells it back to me for 50 quid, hopefully. Yeah? Or 25 quid, it's a second hand, brother. It's been sold 4 times. Yeah? So, the level of money in our little economy increased with every single transaction. With gambling, that doesn't happen. With gambling, the level of money in the economy stays the same. Number one. Number two, with transactions, if I sell the brother here something, or he sells me something, or I offer him a service, he takes a service. With business and in transactions, tarafain, both people benefit. With gambling, only one guy benefits. Either I'm going to benefit, or Brother Ishaq's going to benefit over here. Brother Ashfaq. Brother Ashfaq's going to benefit, or I'm going to benefit. Either I win or he wins. We don't win together. In a transaction, we both win. I buy something off the brother, he gets my money, I get the commodity. We're both happy. In gambling, I'm laughing. I was won £500. Brother Ashfaq's out of money. He's out of pocket. He's unhappy. So gambling, not everyone in society is happy. Gambling, the level of wealth in your society stays exactly the same. In fact, in gambling, what happens is it's like a pyramid. All the money, eventually it reaches the top. And there's only one guy who can stand at the top. So at the top of the pyramid, a certain group of people, all the money from society, it climbs up to them. So all the masses at the bottom who are busy gambling away, they're left with nothing. And this is haram. Allah says in the Quran, كَيْ لَا يَكُونَ دُولَةٌ بَيْنَ الْأَغْنِيَاءِ مِنْكُمْ. Allah doesn't want wealth to just accumulate between the rich people. Allah wants wealth to go around, and that's what business does. So with gambling, it all accumulates. Also, with gambling, what happens is you become greedy, you become selfish, lalchu. In Farsi, say khunkhar. Yeah? You become bloodthirsty. Why you think to yourself, Islam preaches us that we got to care for our brothers. We got to care for our society. We got to care for our neighbors. We even got to care for the non-Muslims. They are all a part of the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Their ummah mustajab, their ummah da'wah. They've accepted, they have to accept. So they are all our brothers and sisters, even these English people, even Hindus and everyone, right? We can't go around ripping them off. However, with gambling, imagine I'm gambling something, Allah forbid, with brother over here, right? We're both gambling away. I've got my cards, he's got his cards. I'm thinking to myself, I hope he ain't got 4 queens. because I've got 4 jacks or whatever it is, right? And I'm thinking, oh, I'll strangle him outside, it's all right. I'll get my money off him one way or the other, right? So you become greedy. And never mind love for your brother, you want to kill your brother. Because he's got the money you want to get off him. So with gambling, it doesn't engender love and peace and harmony and unity. It engenders greed and selfishness. And these are all haram things. Gambling is a haram way of getting a hold people's money. Allah Ta'ala says in the Quraan, وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا أَمْوَالَ النَّاسِ بِالْبَاطِلِ. You can't go on taking people's money in an inappropriate and a haram way. That's what gambling teaches us.